A conversation on race in Lubbock. Hosted by Terry Furman.
Welcome back. You know, we've been talking about racism in our community in the past and kind of what we're seeing now, but what I want to talk about next, and this is a conversation that I've had at home. My daughter is biracial, and so things are different in the way that she is treated. Situations can be different. We have to teach things like how to respond a little bit differently than my older daughter, my older son. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about stereotypes and what you see in our Black community. What do we see?
Well, when you're talking to 3 Black women, the first thing is how we're perceived when we communicate.
Okay.
I mean, you see me around. I use my hands, and I get pretty vocal when I communicate. But people tend to mistake my passion for anger. And it's not that. I think that the way we communicate, the way we carry ourselves. I grew up in a household, and people get all excited about my dad, but my mom was the fireball of the family. And she taught us, she would always tell us that she knew what we could do because we belonged to her. And we always knew that we had to run faster, jump higher, speak louder, I mean, more, and then have the information more readily available than anyone else. And the fact that we had to be taught that is different. And I know when you were talking about your daughter, you said, you know, that you teach her that we're all the same, when in fact,
we're not treated. We're not treated that way.
We're not. And I think it's important that we begin having conversations to that degree. I mean, we talk about the issues with the police and Blacks in America, when it's not the primary issue and that impacts the Black community. My opinion is the biggest issue within the Black community is the fact that we're not allowed to be at the table when decisions are made, when discussions are being had, when the things are put in place that impact our lives directly. Someone else makes that call and tells us that this is how it's going to be and expect us to like it. You can't order my food if you don't know what I like to eat.
Right.
So I think that when we're made, brought into a lot of the decision making, put in places that we help decide how things are for us, I think at that moment, then I think that there will begin to be at least a small shift in this city.
Okay, ladies.
And with that being said, I would like to add, as Councilwoman Patterson-Harris said, we have to be invited to the table. She cannot do it by herself.
Right.
So she's at the table. How do the rest of us get to the table? I mean, when you go into corporate America, let's take Lubbock, when you go into the boardrooms, when you go into meetings, let's look around the table and see who's being represented. You know, there was, once again, within the organization I'm at, there's always a meeting, a certain day of the month. I always look around that meeting to see who's excluded, who's not there, why. And it's the same good old boy network. So how do we get to the table when we've already discussed that we have to go through extra steps just to be on equal playing field? How do we get to the table?
Great. Moselle, anything to add?
Well, I would just say that they don't really recognize us in certain issues, things that's going on even with our kids in the school system. The things are done differently on the east side than the rest of the world, more or less. You know, our kids, they're not getting the same kind of values or that other schools are, the same kind of teaching. On the east side, they're putting more kids that have problems than anywhere. And then they expect our grades and our scores to be high as everybody else's. Not fair to our kids.
No.
And then even if you got your kid, when my son was in school, having him under a tutor and all this kind of stuff, trying to do the best you can with children, our kids deserve everything everybody else's does.
Amen.
That's the important factor. They need to know how to do everything that everybody else does, and they need to be aware that they are important, no matter who they are or what color the skin is.
And the main goal, and I've explained this to my daughter, watch what you're doing, how you do it.
Really.
be very careful because, like you said, we've discussed it. We just want our kids to come home safe.
Right.
That shouldn't be our biggest concern. Our biggest concern is, oh Lord, did you get a ticket or not?
Yeah.
Yes. And my son was away in college, and he was driving home, and just so happened he had his cell phone, and he said, Mom, I'm being pulled over. And I say, what for? He say, I didn't do nothing. I say, whatever you do, keep your hands where they can see them. Do not raise your voice no matter what. I say, leave the cell phone on so I can hear what they're saying to you. I say, and whatever they tell you, do it. Don't talk back. And he said, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I say, it's all right. God got you covered.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm sitting at home. My heart is beating fast, and I'm praying, God, please don't let them do nothing to my baby. But what do? What else do you tell your child? Just be still and let them do their job and pray. And he was nice to him, and he said, oh, you got a light out. I was just stopping. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. He said, well, I'll let you go. I'll just give you a warning. And I'm like, okay. He said, yes, sir. Thank you. And I'm like, thank you, God. Thank you.
Right.
But it makes you nervous when your children are traveling because you don't ever know how they're going to be treated.
Right. All right. With that, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.